Hello, welcome back to another episode. For those who already know me, thanks for coming back, and for those who don't, my name's Daryl and I'm the owner of Crystal Clear Polishing. So in this episode we're going to be working on this BMW M1. As you can see, it's a little bit different to normal vehicles because it's matte, and matte paint comes with its own difficulties. Dirt sticks to it a lot easier, it marks, you can't do anything about it. Bird poo, bird tree sap, everything sticks to it. It's really difficult to maintain. Which is why it's in for ceramic coatings. So in this episode we are going to be using the Wax is Dead Ultimate Plus, which is Wax is Dead's new coating. It's also the most trickiest to apply because it's quite thick. So we're going to, all the piano black areas that you can see here, we're going to machine polish all of those. Once we've polished them up and got them where we want them, then obviously the whole vehicle is going to be ceramic. There's a hell of a lot of prep work involved with this. Although we're not polishing, we have to make sure that the substrate is as clean as it can be. So that means no tar, no silicons, no dirt, no grime, no nothing. But at the same time, you can't be aggressive while you're cleaning it, because if you're aggressive while you're cleaning it, you can end up marring the finish, and then you've got a bigger problem at hand. Obviously, as always, we're confident in what we're doing. We've got a lot of knowledge and experience in this industry. And obviously previous to the matte paints becoming quite a big thing, we worked very closely with a wrapping company where we did a lot of matte vehicles as well. So yeah, I'm very confident we can do this. If I wasn't, we wouldn't be doing it. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any comments or questions, message us down below. Otherwise, you can reach out to us on our WhatsApp or our Instagram or Facebook. So as always, detailing done properly, sit back, relax, and let us do the hard work. As you can see here, all those little black dots are tyre shine, I believe. Looks like we've had a bit of sling, so it's going to be very important to get that off. Right, so first of all, I've got my pump spray bottle, and this has a fallout remover in it. Usually I'd wash the vehicle first, get all the dirt off, and then put the fallout on. But in this case, I want the fallout to just be on the paint. So I want dry paintwork so the fallout isn't reacting with the water. So I'm going to cover the vehicle in this, leave it for a couple of minutes while I'm preparing our special snow foam. Then obviously we'll leave it on there, we go on with the snow foam, then we take both products off together, and then we give it a good clean with some clean water and a nice shampooey, is that even a word? A nice shampooey wash mitt. But yeah, right, so let's get our fallout remover on. For those of you who have used fallout remover, it smells absolutely delicious in here at the moment. But hey ho, right, well, if you come here, I will show you the contamination. So as you can see, the product is turning purple. So those of you who aren't too familiar with fallout removers, that is the chemical reaction between the product and the iron contaminants, where it starts to dissolve the oxidization around the iron particles. Now the snow foam's on, I will show you our little puddles here where you can see the iron fallout and the snow foam working together. As always, we're using purified water. This just means that you don't get any mineral deposits or anything left behind in the panel gaps and things where you can't dry normally. Now we've let that sit for a minute, and you can see the snow foam's doing its thing along with the iron remover. We're going to get this off, and then we can go in with our shampooey bucket. Right, so now we've got all our snow foam off, we're going into the actual physical wash stage now, where we've got two buckets. We've got one with your shampoo in, one with your clean water in, with a brand new wash mitt. So we're just going to go over everything, get any residues or anything that may be left on there off. Once we've done that, then we're going to dry the vehicle, blow all the edges and everything out, go over with some tar and glue remover, clean the wheels, and then there's a bit more cleaning involved, obviously, but then we're pretty much set for coatings. All the gloss black surfaces, so the spoiler, the rear diffuser, around the windows, the side skirts, front bumper, all these little bits are all going to be machine polished, so we get them up the best we can. So we're going to do almost like a flip to how we normally would. So normally we'd mask up the rubbers while we're polishing the paint, whereas in this case we're going to mask up the rubbers and the paint while we're polishing the piano black, as we absolutely cannot get any polish or anything on this paintwork, because once you've marked it, there is no going back without painting it, because obviously it's a textured surface. So any polishing you do, when you polish to remove any textures or any scratches or anything like that. So if you were to polish a matte paint, you'd make it satin or gloss. Same goes for sanding, any procedure. There's not really a lot you can do with this. I know there is a company that's working on a matte polish, but I will not be trying that until I've seen a lot of evidence and a lot of other people using it. So, but anyway, enjoy the video. Right, so we're just going to give the vehicle a quick dry off. I'm not going to get the blower out just yet. This is purely so we can put our tar and glue remover on there. So then if you've got any like little bits of tar or anything on the paint that shouldn't be there, hopefully we'll just be able to wipe it off. Right, so now the vehicle's all clean and dry, we're going to get it up in the air, I'm going to mask everything off. I'm going to do one side with tape, one side without, so you can see the difference yourself on how much masking actually needs to be done on a matte or satin vehicle compared to gloss, because obviously normally if you're polishing this panel, you're not worried about touching the light or the plastics because you're going to be polishing them anyway. Whereas in this case, if you're polishing the light or the black trim, you absolutely cannot touch this paintwork, so you need to end up masking all the way around. So this particular job, there's a lot of gloss black trims and obviously the headlights, things like that, so we really need to make sure that we're covering all of this paint. So let's get the car up in the air. I'll do one side and then I'll show you one side with tape, one side without, and then you can see for yourselves. Right, so now the vehicle's up in the air, you can see this side has no tape on it. So what I've done is I've done half the car with tape, half the car without. So the driver's side is fully taped up, ready for polishing. Passenger side, as you can see, is untouched. So now I'm going to take it around to the driver's side. You can see how much tape actually needs to be put on. This is so we can polish the lights, we can polish the trim and everything without touching any of the matte paintwork. Because as I previously explained, you can't polish matte, otherwise you go shiny, and then you've got a uneven texture, uneven finish. So obviously that's why we've taped it up. So now I'm showing you how much prep work there is. So obviously it's going to be done around the piano black, and obviously this bit on the back here. So now I've shown you the other side. I'm going to do this side. I'm not going to put you through the torture of watching the whole thing. So we're going to speed this process up, and in about probably 7 seconds, this will be finished. Right, so that used exactly one whole roll of tape. Probably a little bit longer than 7 seconds, I would imagine. But yeah, so that's all done now. So we're going to polish all of the gloss black bits. Once we've polished all of them up, we're going to peel all this masking tape back off. And then we're going to go on with our wax dead cleaner, which is the IPA based product, which I'll speak more about in a minute. So as always, this is detailed and done properly. This is the way we like to do things. We're not saying everybody else does it differently, but this is how we expect our vehicles to be done if we were to have them done. That's why our motto is detailed and done properly, because this, in our opinion, is the proper way to do it. As always, if you've got any questions or comments or anything, please leave them down below. let's get this polished up, let's get the ceramic on, let's get this done. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've got any comments, leave them down below. Right, so now that is all of the piano black, plastics, carbon and lights polished, I'm going to wipe all the polish off, then I'm going to check it as long as it's good enough, which I'm sure it will be. We're going to peel all the tape off, and then we can look at getting the paint ceramic, or at least start the process for the paint to be ceramic. So now all the polishing is done, we're going to take the tape off and clean the vehicle ready for coatings. Right, so we've got the Wax's Dead Cleaner. This is an IPA based product. We've had a bit of a nightmare today with temperatures and humidity. So I came in at 5:30 this morning and the humidity was up at about 68%, which is lower than the maximum for the coating we're going to be using today, which is Ultimate Plus. But I didn't want it to creep up while I was working and have issues. Because obviously with it being a matte vehicle, we need to put the product on very heavy in order to level it and then obviously buff it off. So this is quite a very tricky job, especially with our humidity level, 54%, and the temperature in here at the moment is 24.7 degrees, which is perfect. So I'm going to give the vehicle a quick wipe down with the Wax's Dead Cleaner. Once we've done that, we're going to get the coating on, and you'll see as I put the coating on it goes glossy, and then obviously we buff it back to it being the matte finish. So now the vehicle's all wiped down and cleaned and it is contaminants free. I'm going to get the vehicle up in the air. Once the vehicle's up in the air, we're going to do a little test piece on an inconspicuous area. Once we've done that, if all goes well, then we'll carry on with the rest of the car. If not, then we'll be coming back tomorrow to do it again. Well, not do it again because we've only got one shot. We'll be coming back tomorrow to do it instead of today because obviously our humidity levels. Right, so when you're doing matte vehicles, obviously it'll change between suppliers. Always stick with their recommendations. So we usually use microfiber pads, but in this case we're going to use the Wax's Dead Big Applicator. Reason being it's a bit thinner, so it'll hold more product. We'll be able to spread more, it won't hold more product. We'll be able to apply more product because less of the ceramic is soaking into the sponge, whereas the thicker ones we usually use will obviously hold more product, therefore not necessarily giving you the thickest coating. As always, we're using an Ultimate Plus Wax's Dead. So I'm really going to load this applicator up because it's worse to have not enough than it is to have too much, because you can always level it, whereas if you haven't got enough and you end up going dry, then you've got a problem. So we're going to remove this ceramic a little bit differently to normal as well. Usually we just go straight on and level it, whereas in this case I've got two cloths. The first cloth I'm literally just going to drag across the panel to remove any excess product. Very careful not to spread it onto the surrounding panels because we absolutely do not want any high levels. And now we've done that, we're going to get our second cloth and we're going to level the product and buff it back to the same original finish. There we have one perfect panel. Last panel to do on this vehicle. We've still got the glass and the wheels to do, but we can do them with a different coating. This is the second bottle of Wax's Dead Ultimate Plus that I've used today, and I reckon I've got maybe a quarter in there, which should be enough to do this bonnet. Matte vehicles do use a heck of a lot more material because of how much you have to load the pad up. And obviously it's a textured surface, so when you put your product on, as I'll show you now, when you put your product on, it just soaks straight in. Whereas with gloss paints, obviously it sits on the top. Whereas with these, obviously to get that matte or satin finish, it's textured. And that, it's 2 bottles done. Right, so now all the paintwork ceramic and the glass is ceramic and all the trims are ceramic. The last thing left to do is the wheels. So we're going to get the car up in the air now. Once the car's up in the air, I'm going to whip the wheels off, give them a good clean, let them dry overnight, and then tomorrow morning, first thing I'm going to do is get the wheels coated. Now the wheels are off and they're on the floor ready to be cleaned. I'm going to give them a good scrub. We're going to get all the contaminants off, all the brake dust, everything. We're going to scrub the tyres, get them all nice and clean. Once we've done all of this, then we'll leave them to dry overnight. I'll blow them off, but we'll get them light so there's no water on them. Once we've done that, then we'll get them back over in the ceramic bay. We'll get them coated, get them back on, and the vehicle is complete. Got the Wax's Dead cleaner. This is an IPA based product, as previously explained. It removes any greases, anything that shouldn't be on there, any residues from the wash stage. So I'm just going to give this a quick spray over, give it a quick clean. Right, so there we have it, another vehicle ceramic coated and protected with Wax's Dead Ultimate Plus. So we've done the paintwork, we've done the glass, we've done the plastics, and we've done the wheels. Now we've done all of this, I'm going to get the wheels torqued up, so we need the vehicle on the floor. Once the vehicle's down, get the wheels torqued, and then it's covered up, ready for a pickup from a happy customer. As always, if you've enjoyed watching our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any comments or questions or anything, please do leave them down below and I will get back to you. Obviously, we've got a lot of other videos on our channel. I do believe this might actually be the first matte vehicle we've done on our channel. It's definitely not the first matte vehicle I've done, but it's the first one I've filmed. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and this is detailing done properly.